Okay guys, honestly, I'm very biased when it comes to Rage of Bahamut because it's one of my favorite anime of all time. Low tier, but you know, it's still one of them, and it's my favorite fantasy anime of all time. Like, in regards to fantasy, it is my favorite, my number one. Like, oh my gosh. I love this. I love this. I was skeptical because I knew we were having a new main character, and in the trailers she seemed very annoying, but she pulled through. And I'm so happy. What makes Rage of Bahamut so awesome and just better than other fantasy anime in my opinion, because you know, a lot of fantasy anime blur together. They're all the same, but this one isn't. Even though it has a lot of similar fantasy elements to all the other fantasy anime, what makes it special is the characters, specifically the main characters. Because when it comes to fantasy anime, it's usually either an average Joe or some otaku who gets transported in an alternate, you know, world. But with the main characters of Rage of Bahamut, so both when Favaro was the main character last season and now with Nina, they are just ridiculous. They're not the type of person you think or imagine would be the main character in a fantasy anime. They're ridiculous, they're kind of stupid, and they're bounty hunters as well. Like, these aren't your typical main characters. And I love that. Nina wasn't irritating. In fact, she's very fascinating, and there's so much more to her character that I have a couple of theories. So let's dive into this. The episode starts off with the humans going against the gods. And a lot has changed because this is 10 years into the future. We have Kaiser working for one of the lords of the capital, and we have Aziel, who has a bounty on his head. This once high and mighty demon is now being hunted, and he is saving his fellow demons, those who are being abused. Nina comes in there, and she's trying to earn money for her mother because her mother isn't doing too well back over at her poor village. So Nina is a bounty hunter living with that one god and that freaking goose still drunk off his ass, the god. I'm just like, oh my god, you guys haven't changed. 10 years later, you haven't changed at all. I was so happy to see them though. And okay, so there's something up with Nina. Nina gets very jittery whenever she's around some sort of attractive looking guy, or just a nice guy, to be honest. She gets very jittery, and she gets all blushy, and to like the extreme. You see, the first time we saw this, it looked like that she was trying to stop herself. And then, towards the end of the episode, when she was being carried around by Aziel, I think she turned into the red dragon. At least it's hinted. Like, it looks like that she exploded, then she crashed. I haven't seen Aziel ever turn into that red dragon, so it's most likely Nina. She's cursed. It seems that Nina is cursed too. If she ever falls in love, or really if her hormones get the better of her, then she will turn into this dragon. It seems that Nina knows that she can turn into a dragon since she tried to stop herself in the beginning of the episode. She tried to calm down. But why is she cursed? Who put this curse upon her? Or was she just born like this? I don't really know. Perhaps this happened during around the time when Bahamut was, you know, raging all over the place 10 years ago. Maybe this hasn't really happened to her. But Nina is also super strong, so this is probably also the effects of the curse that she has on her, because obviously, you know, dragons are very strong, obviously. So she has a bit of that dragon strength. Any other skills she could possibly have while in her human form? And then at the end of the episode, we see Rita, the lovable lolly zombie. Honestly, one of my favorite lolly characters of all time. I love Rita. She is so cool. And yeah, she has this like new look to her. She's always been steampunky, but now she's got the monocle and stuff. And I'm like, Rita! Best lolly, oh man. I'm just so happy. I know we didn't get Favaro in this episode, but he'll be here. He was in the trailer, so I know we're gonna get him, and I'm so excited. And then Kaiser could be all like, Favaro! Once again. Just, I'm so happy that it's back. The animation was spectacular once again, the music, phenomenal, just, I loved it. I'm biased, but you know, I can't help it. It's one of my favorites. Come on, come on. I'd be acting like this if Durara came back, okay? Yeah, so let me know if you enjoyed this episode. Are you disappointed that you didn't see Favreau? Do you not like Nina? What are your thoughts and theories on Nina and season 2 thus far? And catch me tomorrow as I live react to Boku no Hero Academia season 2 and Attack on Titan season 2. I'm your female otaku. Sign